That's why I didn't show.
Okay, so good morning to see you again. And so if you still remember a lecture, we do mention about something about some attack. So one of the examples like called the SQL injection. So anybody know what's, yeah, I think I asked this one, but just recording. So what can we do like when we say the SQL injection, SQL injection? Or like what's the problem, like what kind of things, like how can we do that to make it as a SQL injection? Any idea? Like what's the possible cause, like based on your understanding? So what's the SQL injection?
Where you insert in like a login page, you put in, instead of like a username or a password, you put in a little piece of SQL. And then the hope is that if they're defended against it, then it'll change the query and log you in, even if you don't have the right credentials.
Okay, yeah, it's a common way. So how do we do that? Like login, that means like we change the, sometimes we say change the condition. So if you learn database, we have the SQL like query. So for the like when we match the data, so we say always like return a true value, right? Where condition. So one of the possible ways that I always say set the always true condition. So let's say for login, maybe I try to inject or like I try to add a condition, it's called or like 1 equals to 1 or like 2 equals to 2. That means it going to like always true. So they will let you log in. Or somehow if I want to steal or like if I want to remove something, just make you have some trouble, I can inject like, let's say I use the keyword job table, that I can like remove all your data, or like if I want to insert something, I can use that insert. Something I want to add one more extra account you didn't know, that I can do that like insert or like one more row with another for the admin account, like my email or like and the password. That's how it like SQL injection. So most of the time, like we say the website, so anywhere you can like input, like we have a text field, message, like input box, all this, or like even if you know the API URL, then if you know that, then you can post it to the API server. So you can do the same. So for the SQL injection, so it's a code like injection technique that like expose the like new vulnerabilities in an application software. So just know the definition of it. So mainly we try to let the attacker like can manipulate the queries. That's what they do. So they can access any like sensitive data and modify or like even delete the data. Okay. And also like for today's, I will let you to practice. But before just like we go through some like basic information of it. For the mechanism how it works, like so just really just like let the user to input and directly in the SQL query. This is what you need to know. And then we can alter the SQL statement. So most common you will see is like normal way we, let's say I want to select the data, like start from the user where the username equals to user password. It's a common way when you want to log into your account. And then if I try to add something like input, like let they something like this, like admin and then dash, and then adding in this way. And actually we have different type of SQL injection. So one's like called inbound, so like error based or like union based, just like concatenate or like Boolean based. So it's applying SQLi, the light. And then also the time based. So also like alpha band. So for this one, we will see like more details of it, and the data we retrieve using different channel. So here's like just a different type, just you need to know. And then, okay. As well, you know, right here, just share some information, like example, like if when we talk about SQL injection, one is like the Sony, the PlayStation. So it's happened 2011. So within that time, the hacker like exposed the like the SQL injection vulnerability in the Sony's like PlayStation network. So it leading to the theft of personal information around 7 million account. So you can see, you will see like even a big company, they do have a like some mistake when they take care of those like input or like API. So it's like, it's really common in the real world. So then it's and then the next, and then one more, the impacts like right here. So they include all the like name, address, credit card information. You know, Sony, they use it to purchase the game. So, and also the network's down even over like 3 weeks, causing the significant like financial loss, also damage the reputation. So no, and lost a lot. So far, like to them maybe when they doing updating, they forgot to remove certain paths. Is that possible? So we always say we need to have regular security audit. So auditing is like checking the access right. Also, knowing some account, like some path, we always say remember to remove it. Okay. So and then another one is the UK talk. So it's the same. So also that one's also have like caused by the SQL injection too. So lots of customers that lost of personal information and huge amount. So far for that one too is like also have their database security, also the patch management. So need to like have a robust the security measure, also real-time monitoring. So we need to check that when they input and then we need to log. Okay, so just like we need to know some basic information, but this time is the lab. For the SQL injection, when we talk about this, then most of the time we just you will know the regular way would be our RDMS, maybe MySQL or like even others like database like using the SQL to handle it. Okay, and for the app, because I know some of you already installed the MongoDB, and then because I didn't cover when we talk about the SQL, actually MongoDB is NoSQL. Then do you think it's possible have a called the injection? How do you think? Because like normally we say the SQL injection, right? So it should be MySQL. Then how about NoSQL? We say NoSQL, that means we have no query, right? There's no query.
I'm sure there's a way to do it.
Okay, okay, good case. How about this? How do you think? Or like some way, or like because I know some of you already like install the MongoDB because of other classes, and then okay, so you see, but I still not yet cover how to like get the data or like connector, because for the cloud computing I already showing them how to do that. For the web program, you will know today in today's class in the lab. So actually for the NoSQL, actually we still need to retrieve the data. And then when we retrieve the data, then we will execute a certain function to get it, right? When we're doing searching. That means that when we do searching, we need to merge, just like thinking in logical way. Okay, if I need to search something, I need to have some instruction, comparison, I should have some condition. So when I try to add something to a condition, that is possible. That is like some way we can do. So actually we do have a NoSQL injection too. Okay, so if you check the D2L, I upload some files. Because the D2L will detect some, yeah. Because the D2L will detect my some like JS file. Because this one I mainly using the Node.js to do it, and using the Happy.js to set up the server. So I will cover this part because for those you already install it, I will recommend you to finish it. Right here, I will show you like we have one called the SQL injection, and then one is called the NoSQL injection. So we have both of them. And when you look at the text file, let's see if it shows up. Okay, I need to open. But before that, if you already create the MongoDB, I would recommend you can keep on like download the file like NoSQL first. If to those you like didn't install anything because you're only taking cybersecurity, I will go through a step like using the MySQL, because I think most of you know the database, right? Mm-hmm. So you also install the but I think you install the MySQL on your desktop, maybe like the bench. but have you never, have you like ever tried to install any application or try to build a database? Yes, but which application or like how do you do that?
In terms of database process, we have.
Okay, you're using MySQL. Okay, okay, good. Okay. Okay, you can use that reference. So right now we'll keep on like because we're just learning. Here we try to, because this one will be part of like actually like for your project, like personal project. So I would recommend if you want to run a project, you can do right here. So try to install both the MongoDB, the NoSQL and the SQL, both of them. So you can let others, I would say, let other students to access to it. Yours, try to create. I will give you all the template, like all the source code, because in this class we not really learning how to implement it. Just like let you have an idea. So I will provide all the source code. What you need to do, just like follow the step and install and put everything like to the server. So and then what you need to do, just learning how to like detect it or prevent others to head into or get the SQL injection. So in this lab, I will go through using the MySQL, how to install it on your EC2 server. And then if for those, if you want to follow, you can do that. Or like if you want to start to work on the NoSQL, also you can download the file and try by yourself. And that's what we need to do. So if you want to follow, then you can just like connect to your EC2. Okay, so first thing we need to do is like we need to download the MySQL. So we can just like we always like have us to do apt update. Because for my server I didn't update it, so I just we can do it together. So I will connect to the.
I have a question.
Yep.
I was running into an issue. I had email from Amazon and saying that I was at 80% or 85% live on for the month of the usage of the server.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was wondering how to ensure that I'm either turning it off or making sure that it's not constantly running, because I mean, I don't want to be charged.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, make
Over
sure.
that 1 point, whatever it is.
Okay, yeah. I built within the hour because I remember. Did you create multiple or just only one instance? Like
Well, I messed up in the beginning because of the
Okay.
SSH, so I had to delete one and then restart.
yes, suppose it counting the time, the total time. I remember how the AWS, but over.
The exact amount of time on your refresh.
Yeah.
So like it will open down like the exact second.
Yeah, I think it's yes, right. If you know the details, because I didn't look. Well, I need to check your usage. But so far, when I let it on for like whole year, I didn't like even turn it down. It's fine. So I need to check yours, like why it's showing 80%.
Yeah, 'cause it was me and then somebody else had another email on it. It was like,
Mhm.
hey, by the way, you're at 80% usage for the month. It's
Okay.
only by month, it seems like, but.
Okay, yeah, my should be by monthly, but total will be full.
70 something else.
Okay, okay.
Just like the exact.
Okay, exact. So may over it. So in case like this, you can, if you're not using, you can just like turn it off, like just like try to, in case you have to pay, like just like turn it off, and then for just maybe open for project or certain time, you say okay, let's do it like open for all the classmates to doing like testing the SQL injection, that you can open for it. Okay, for other time, then you can just close it.
And then something that I thought about is because when you stop the instance and then if you
The
stop
IP
it,
change.
the IP changes and that'll mess with all your Nginx stuff.
Yes, we need to connect back and then just like change the, okay, here's the problem because even it happened to me, I didn't turn off or shut down my EC2, but it did update the IP address. Even yesterday, like even today, I check it again, it changed. There's a problem using AWS because they always changing the DNS, even the IP address, even you didn't restart it. If you restart it, of course, it will change. But if you don't restart it, it also changed later. So once you like fail connection and because it's one of their service, if you want to keep the same IP address, you have to pay for it. but for like study, then I not recommend. Good to me, sometimes I pay for it. So like because for some project, like for company, we do pay for it for keep a static IP. But just for learning, then we need to like regularly. If you realize that you lost the connection or like you have a connection timeout, go back to the instant because I go back and check and then it changed today. So just like change your like AWS DNS path and go back and then modify your Nginx. Remove the enable the file in the enable and then link it again and then reload it correct. So you will be fine. But when it really happen, just like spend some time to fix this part. Okay, so yes, any extra information share? Okay, it's good about the chef again. You can like for the APT updates, we try to refresh the list and then get some like, new updates. Once you do the APT update, then we are not required to do the upgrade. And then the next step, we just need to install the MySQL server. Okay, so right here is like putting the -y or like -y is meaning I don't have to pop out like a message, ask me, are you confirmed to install it? So if you don't put the -y or like -y, then you need to like input yes. And here's the tricky things when we install the MySQL, because maybe you're using the Word branch, that one. So maybe you don't have problem. But for the server, the next one, like when you install, we always like have the root account for the MySQL. But most of it we couldn't able to log in. So we always need to create a new user account for the MySQL. Okay, so once you install it, just make sure like if you remember the command we are using the systemctl, and then we can check the status of MySQL. Okay, so you should able to see it's like active and running right now. So if you're able to check, then okay, if you see a long message like this, then you can press Q to just quit it. Okay, and sometimes for a better way to protect our database, like also the MySQL, we always have our we need to install the called the MySQL secure installation. So when we execute this one, okay, so you ask you, okay, so do you want to like set up a validate password like components? Like for this one, I do not need to do that. And then we'll ask like, do I want to remove the like anonymous user? I say yes, because I don't want to let others to remove it. And also this one called the root login remote. So one of the security is like can others like can remotely like sign to your Ubuntu and then log into your MySQL. So we say no, we don't want to. Just like we only let our user like log into our Ubuntu account, and we can make sure. Okay, so we have called the test database. So here's the things like when we sometimes when they keep the test database to check the MySQL data like it's running safe or like to testing. But for those will be the like we say the checking called the regular auditing. Right? This is one way. So we make sure like no other unknown tables can affect us. So this one we always say so we want to remove it. We can say yes. And then right now we can like reload it. So then after you finish all this part, then you will able to do that. Right here we can see is that we can use the command, it's called the MySQL, and then often you user would and with the password. And then it asks for password, but by default we don't have a password. That's what I remember. Okay. Okay, then we need to using MySQL. Okay, so we need to use sudo because that one we install for the root. Okay, so once we sign in, then you will see the MySQL right here. And what do we need to do? Always try to create one more user for yourself. Here's the example. We can use like MySQL user and then username. So we identify authorized in and then give them a password. So let me share this one. So create, add, and then identify, and then by password. Okay. So you can just like follow this one, change the password. And when we change it, so here's the example. We always like doing as a local host. So what do you need to replace is the local host. Okay, right here. Okay. Because when I use the so let's say if you want to create a wrong or like or I want to keep it as the same, and then just for testing, then I just maybe I give a really simple password, or like I say just like has 1 2 3 4 like this, just whatever you want, and then just like combine them together.
What password do we use?
Okay. So we need to use sudo because I forgot to put the sudo for accessing the MySQL. And then by default, when we install the MySQL for the like the Linux system, we don't have any password. So the -p is like we try to get a password. So when it pops out the input asks you, you just press enter. So no password right now. Then you are able to access it. And here's the problem, because when we sign as a like Word account for the MySQL, but when we want to like work on it, they're not allowed to using the Word account to connect. It's like kind of security. So it allows us to like sign without password. So like as a locally, when we remote like connect to our EC2 the server. But if we want to like using some service, let's say I'm creating my API server, I want to connect to my MySQL database, then you are not allowed to do this. That means we need to create a new account. So right here, then syntax, I need to check it. I need to change my local switch right here. Okay. Oh. Localhost. Yeah, because let me just put it right here. It would be better. Okay. And then I would just like put the password, like let's say like this. But sometimes they don't take this one. Okay, so don't use the public, so it would be better. So you can use this one. You can create, and then okay. Next, we need to like sometimes we need to grant the privilege, or so right here, one more step is we need to grant the privilege. So it's right here. The database datable to user and localhost. Okay. So here's the example. So we try to get, and then or like we can use like this one of the options that we will get all the steps. Also, I would recommend because we try to doing for testing, like for learning security. So for this one, I would recommend it's running, try not to do that. Like this one, we assign the exact table, but we want to like for better management. Then I will recommend, okay, just like let's do it in this way. We will try to grant all the privilege and then for our Ubuntu account, so you can easier to manage everything. Which one? Of them? Okay, can you show me? So you could.
Show me the steps.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's too small, so you can, okay. 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 Let me enlarge it and. Is it better? Okay. Let me see. Please tell me if you can read it.
I think y'all were gonna use, he was saying the left part of your screen where you were gonna post the code for it.
Oh, okay, that one. Okay. If they're too small, okay, got you. Okay. Okay, I will put it right here. Okay. Because when I paste on the work, so it will change some character. So that's why I'm not using it. So you can use this one. Can you see all this? This two, okay. Just be careful when you're using, yeah. Mainly will be this two step. We are create a new account and also like let me get all the privilege. And once you're able to do that, you will see like you will get the two queries showing okay. And one more step you need to do, we need to like doing the first. So right here. Okay. Okay, sure. Yeah. Also, I'm recording the video, so I upload all this so you can follow. Mm-hmm.
Just to make sure, so this is what all this going through the schedule. Guys, essentially.
Yeah, just like going through, yeah, step by step, yes. Because they have lots of information, but they just let you know you can do this way. But I just why not I'm telling you one way is like directly, okay, just do this step and this way. It's okay, yeah. And okay, right here. So after you're able to create, just remember to like refresh it and then it can refresh and then we can exit. And it tell okay, right now you can do it again to connect it. So you can using like sudo MySQL. And this one you set the user and then I just test it like Ubuntu. And then with the password, I using password test 1, 2, 3, 4. So once you're able to create it, then you can log in as the new account. Okay. Because here like we need to set a step to create the MySQL account, then we can do the SQL injection. Okay. Step which one? This one? This one? And then you can sudo MySQL.
Or like the alternate, whatever is in those single quotes that says password, that's going to be your password, or is that just saying that it's gonna look?
Okay. Let me go back. You say right here.
Yeah, so
Okay, so right here, it have like multiple like shortcut caching. So but we are not using it, all these things. Okay, so we just need to do just using the create account. That one is altered. That means if you know this keywords like change the what we create, right? Okay, so create is like without it, then we need to create. But alter is like already exists, but we need to update. So it's not the same. So we always like create this one and then, but they asking with different like caching. This one, the SA2 is like one of the encryption plugin, but we are not using it. Later because like for all your, I will show you one is using the admin called the PHP admin is called the UI, so you can manage it later, set up the Nginx. Okay, so
with that, with the create user, so in those, like around, so if you like scroll to On the digital.
Okay, digital ocean.
Scroll to the end of that.
And of it, create user right here, this one.
Yeah, and then scroll to the end of it where it has the single quotes with password in it. Does that set the password?
It's your password. Yes, yes, your own password. Okay, so with the one with the code, single code, that one's your own password. Okay, so it's right here. I already replaced it. So like identified by, right, of the code, this one is your password. The square bracket, just remember to replace it. And your username. Okay, also your username. So you can refer to the OS, the local host. That means your own server. And then here is your created username. Any for yourself. Okay. Okay, yeah, because I use Ubuntu just like make it the same with the server, but you can put any username. Okay, so you can use your name like maybe 123 whatever, like any name. So that one is your username for the account. Okay. And when you log in, so you're using this one. So we are not using root anymore. Root always like come with when you install it. But once you create the account, then you can log in with it and then use the password identifier. So you can input this one by the password. So if you are able to go through this step, then you should get the page, like see the screen is like you log in to MySQL.
So I did the create user line up through by or identified by, and then I created a password. But instead of mine looking like yours, where they said it's MySQL still, I just have a new. Is it still looking to be in the same section, and I can just continue with grand all privileges?
You should create it, but you want to get position.
I just have.
Okay, so when you receive it, because you got the okay, it's like it's waiting for the extension. You see right here. So when you see the error like this one, because so okay, it's just a finish. It's not yet finished. Because if you remain if you know the syntax of the SQL, when we finish anything, put the semicolon. Okay, so right now, but we still have the error in the syntax. Let me see. So these,
But the syntax was the.
yes, yeah. So remember, if you forgot the set, so if you like see an arrow pointing to it, because you forgot to put the semicolon. So all the syntax is important, all the keywords, like if you know the SQL syntax. So we need to create, let's say for create user is a keyword. So you see in capital S, and then the username, and then we pointing to like which like host. So we say the local host, and then identified by right here, and then your password, because it's the text, it's a string. So we need to use the single quote to represent it's the string, and then remember to put the semicolon. So you see everything right here, we need to put the semicolon. So as a like complete syntax. Okay. Yep. Remember
Saturday. So there's a number.
and they would think that's
Saturday.
Disconnect.
Okay.
And for those, if you're already able to get to that step, then you can try to, I will help others to fix your problem to create the account. Okay. to those like learning other classes, I not recommend like to using this one because you need to practice more on the SQL. But for the as a beginning, I would recommend one more UI for managing. It's called the PHP MyAdmin. So PHP MyAdmin is like providing a UI to help you to manage it. So you can click on the button, click on it. So to those you already able to create a user account, then you can follow a step. For those like if you are for students, you are not able to install it, then you can just like ask me for help, or like you can keep on working on that part. Okay. Or like because I will upload this video, so you can go back. So in this step, we will install is called a sudo apt install PHP MyAdmin. So just install this one. Okay, so when you see the like the kind of like purple pink background pops out, so it asks like which one we are using. Remember this one we don't have to choose anything. So remember, put a tab, press the tab, just let's skip it. Okay, we are not choosing Apache or like the Light TBD. We are not choosing any of it because we are using Nginx. So put the tab goes to OK and enter. So it will complete the installation. Myself, okay. Okay, so here we're asking, okay, do you want to create, we need to install the password for it, and then you can set your own password. So I say, okay, yes. This password can be same or it can be different. So you can just create your own password for the PHP MyAdmin to set it up. So don't use them. So use the tab, press the tab. Yeah, just don't choose either one. Don't choose it. Don't choose it. Yeah, just press the tab and skip it. Press enter OK. Yeah, tab, and then you see it will highlight the OK. Okay, and then just hit enter. So don't choose it. Okay.
I didn't know you could press tab, so I setting up for deleted and installing.
It won't really affect that much. If you like experience some issue, you're like they would like try to like config better for this one Apache.
Right.
But yeah, but as my memory, like I didn't really do that, but long time ago, like when I first time, like me too, maybe I do it by mistake. In my memory, it's not really affected, but the version changed a lot. Like for security, then we can install it, like uninstall it and then restore it again. For that one, maybe you can search. We have like called the purge or like uninstall. Either way, purge is like remove all the package. Okay, and right here, let's say you just like put any password you want and then input the confirmation password. Okay, just like finish the installation. That step. So you can that one is for the password. So you need to enter the password. So that password can be yes. Yes, yes. Will we already do the update for the when we install the MySQL, so you don't have to do it again. Okay, so once you finish the installation, you will see the page like this. If I want to check CTL status P. Okay, we don't have that. Okay, yeah, because I remember it's not under the surface. We need to think it. Okay, because I remember for the cyber security, because we only work on the like create the file using setting the permission. But for this one, we need to open for public. So we need to do something. First step, I will comment right here. you can using the sudo. And then we will create a file make directory like same way, and then get privilege and then here, so right here there's CSCI 310, and this one I will set maybe I can set it for the website. Because if you're only taking like 310, then you can just create a folder for yourself. But if you are taking other class, like because I have to stop you right here. Okay, so if you're only taking 310, you need to create a folder, and then try to link the PHP my admin, and then put the like index file I will give you. So for testing the SQL injection, and if you are taking other classes, because you already set up the some of you already can able access the hello world the page. So put this link your PHP my admin to that file directory. Do we get it? Okay, so for those for the students you are only taking 310, then you can follow my step. Like create a new folder and then link the PHP my main to this path. But you already like taking my other like web programming, and then if you already able to create a folder and then see the page, the index page, like hello world, then you just like link this PHP my admin to that folder. So you need to change the path. Okay, so do we get it? Okay, so what do you need to do? Like I will show you right here. Just follow the step right here. Okay, so here is the source file. So if you remember when we link the Nginx summary like knowing, so here's the source file. So here we need to change. Let's say if okay, I will put it on the work because this one is too tiny. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay, so you can look at here. Okay, the command is like ln-s. So we will link the PHP my file. So to where? If you already create a folder for your web programming, so you can put it under your web programming folder. Let's say the one I use for 380. I have a homepage. Then you can like put it under 380. I think I put it under, but I need to check. Okay. First I show like those only taking 310 first. Okay. Okay. CSCI 310, and then okay. Because I have it, so I will just link it to here. So if you are not yet create a folder, then you can follow using this one. If you already create, then what do you need to do? Just like change it as CSCI 310. You can do it in this way. Okay. So if you don't have it, then just use the sudo make directory. So if we don't have a like perm file, then use command P. If you do have it, you don't have it, you don't have to use it. So this one, it means you have an option. You can use it or not because we are under this home directory. Okay. We do have a parent directory. It's the source file, CSCI 310. Okay. So this one is only applied for those you are only taking the 310. So if you already create a folder for like web programming, then you don't have to do that. So remember to link it to your own folder. Okay. Okay. So if you are just create this one, then you can just copy this one. Okay. So because I already let me change it. Okay. Sudo this one is the ln. Yeah, ln. Okay, yeah. Okay. Okay. So I need to check my two. Where did I put my? Okay, so I will put it under CSCI. Okay. So once you are like have a folder, then what you need to do, just like remember to link it. So sudo lns, and then we just like link the user file, share, and then php myadmin, and to your source file. If you are only taking 310, just put a 310, you just create the one you just created. And if you already have it, then just like put it under your own file. So this one is what I'm using. So right here. So if I check it, okay, if I list it, then you will see there's a one more file, the link file called the php myadmin. It linked to my folder. Okay. And one more step right here. Because my server IP address just updated, so I need to modify my Nginx server block. So I need to do it. Okay, right here. I think I have a new IP address. So like in case you do have same thing, let me see. I have EC2315. Okay, I will change it. I have it. Okay. Okay. So if you follow all the steps right here, then you will see when I type it, there's like 43 forbidden. What's the reason? Okay. So when you see something like the error like this, maybe because this one like is under the Nginx redirect like router to it, so we need to assign this you say I already assign the user privilege like the account like right to this folder, right? But when we create a new one, it won't like auto grant the permission. So we need to do it one more time. So always like we need to modify it. So I was using 775 C. So I just give it to all the file inside. Okay. So let's say if I want to give all of them, that would just like give a recursion. So all the folder under it, I'll give it, and then change the ownership. And then under event data, okay, like this. So here's like two basic, like here we go through all the requirements, like how we say the prerequisite we have to install. And next we need to do like keep on installing the stuff. And why not, let me show you the source code right here. One is called the injection text file. Okay. Because I'm not maybe too small. Let's see. Okay. Okay. So right here is like another server. It's pretty common in the web programming. So I teach using one is called the Happy.js. It's like for build the API server. So it's one more server. It's called Express. It's really common in the community. So in this class, I just tell you like one more option is called Express. So this one we are using Express to build a server. So when we build the server, and then we will try to let it connect to our MySQL. So to the MySQL, we need to modify. So once you're done, because we don't have enough time to cover everything in the lab. So right now today is like try to install all the prerequisites, like everything. So for the next one, we will try to finish it. Then I can let you to start to prepare your like project. Okay. So first thing when you download the one is like, let's say if we are working on the MySQL, so you download it so we can follow it, and then remember to change. We need to use the account we create. We try not to using the root account. So using the Ubuntu, then you can change Ubuntu, and then using the context 1, 2, 3, 4 like this one. And because I didn't create the database yet, it's not yet covered. So if you are familiar with the like all the query syntax, you can start to like prepare all these things. And right here, I'm not yet create the database, so I just keep it as the same. And then right here we have the post like the API, then we will connect to the MySQL database. Right here, we have the syntax. So we have the query. So we will try to select the user information. So this one will be the beginning, the first step. So we will let the user pass the user information, and then we will check the password. Okay. So if we match something, we will say, okay, it's not in success, like else it's like invalid. Okay. And what are we going to do? Because I will share another one is like, how can we do the SQL injection? So let me go back to the PowerPoint. So once we finish all the setup, because we don't have enough time to cover, so I will keep going in the next class. So after we finish everything, we can either one of the application called Postman. It's really common for us like to test the API server request. So or we can use the CRL. Okay, curl to checking. So here we will try to do the injection is like post it. So username, just admin wherever any name, and password, any password, still okay. But we try to do one more thing. We add one more condition called or. So try to test it. So if to those like already know the other steps, if you want to try, then you can try to test it first. Okay, because we don't have enough time to like go through all the steps, or next time I will like get all the steps like faster. So if you are able to like install everything and then create the table, if you know the syntax, like you can use the sudo MySQL. When you like this and test 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So if you know the like you can check some online document, follow it, try to create the table, connect it. So you can try to do this first. If no, in the next class, I will just like quickly like create the table and do the testing. Because I will share the like the page, like how to get the form. So you can have several options. So I will need to prepare, because for this class, you don't have to create everything by yourself. So I'll prepare some like source code you can modify for your testing. So also the CRL, the example code right here. And suppose once you put incorrect login information, but you should able to log it. So when we do the testing. So if no, then also the MySQL will test it. So also we tell you how to do the prevention. So when we're doing it, I also try to show you also a NoSQL, but we have limited time. So I try to go faster. Next application. Yeah, okay. Next one. And after you finish all the installation, I start the server. It's really similar, like no matter if for MySQL or the NoSQL. So if for NoSQL, we also do the same. If you know, set up the MongoDB, we start the server, and then we will like send a post, like using the SQL to do it and post it to the we using the post method to send the JSON file, send to the server. And suppose we are log in successfully, we will get the return message like log in successful, like this as a return. If you check the source code I shared to you, I already upload all this source, the source code to your, so you can look at it first. Okay, so it's like pretty similar. So here because I already create the I also on my server I already installed the MongoDB, but I know for some of students only taking 310, then I will also show you how to install the MongoDB too, like give it in the instruction, provide you the instruction so you can try to do it. And the logic is the same. So when we handle it, we will try to match the data. So here's the syntax I want to show you. So right here, okay. Because I asked a question, even NoSQL, is it possible that like, can we do the injection, right? Well, because when we using the NoSQL, because we have no structure, no relationship, nothing about NoSQL, but we still need to search our data. So we have function called find one. So we try to match is this a username, is a match the user name we input, and then the password. So it's a username and password. Okay. But we try to put the injection is like using the here, so we will see our condition. So here the trick is like we try to put the password and our condition. So this our condition will always match return true, right? So this two, if you know. So it's one of the syntax, if you know, like for the, yeah, using like, I think if you use like Python or like other language, know this, what's the condition or know what's this one representing to? Yes, it's or. Okay. So if we are using SQL, we have one is like and or. So when we have a condition, because we need to know the logic right here. So no matter I use like this called a true or false, or I say true or false. Okay, no matter which one, we will always return true, right? So here is the logic. So when we try to put the or condition in the syntax, so for injection, it's like, okay, so here's the idea, like for login, here we try to use, okay, no matter my user account match, my like password match, it doesn't matter. Even it doesn't match, we return false, right? So here's the assumption, if this F representing is the account information is like if they're correct. I don't care like it return true or return false, because I always give a condition is called or, and or is called 1 equals to 1 right here. Here is the syntax, and then or sometimes we have the NoSQL. So right here. So is it 1 always equals to 1? Yes, it's a stupid question. Okay, so this is how we're doing it, because we try to always try to put the condition is when we add 1 equals to 1, you match yes, always return true. So no matter my user account is like correct or not, my password is matching or not, I always get the true condition. So when I return, so we always get the return message. So okay, yes, it's correct. We are able to log. So it's the whole idea how it works. Why now today, just like as a kind of prerequisite, try to help you to install everything. Also, I will keep going for the next lab. So try to help you myself, because we need to learn for your project, you need to I would like you to that you can choose to open, like to let the student or like other students to guess. Are you using MongoDB or like MySQL? So it will decrease the difficulty, right? At least they need to try. Okay, which way to inject it? Okay, or you can switch. Okay. Because we just have a limited time, so if you have any problem so far for the step like install the MySQL, create account, or like install the PHP, I mean, I will help you to fix it. If you are like way faster, then you can start to create a full the database, like create a database and then create a table, and then also you can set up an account like for testing. Okay, and because the source code I provide for the express the MongoDB, that one also we can match like with the default one, sample account. So, but the one we will try to connect to the MongoDB. Because we can either to match with here or connect to the MongoDB. But I will modify the source. We'll see. Okay. So far, anybody have a problem about setting my PHP, my name? No, you're good. Okay. Or can you like finish the step? You know how to create the tables? So,
Yes.
okay, then you can try to, if you're like faster, you can try to do that. Yeah. Okay. And how about others? Anybody have a problem about? Yeah. The language? Okay, okay, so that one, I will show you, because that one just let you to install it, but next time I'll show. Because the PHP admin actually is a UI, help you to manage the database. So it's kind of like extra. So because I know maybe here not everyone is so familiar with using the C like to manage it. So I just like ask you to install the next time I'll show you how to use that one. Because that one you will see all the database. You are not, instead of using like the connecting, but you can see the using UI like click and install. Yeah, so it's like helping for some student learn already. When you are, yeah.
So I saw that you
Yeah, I changed it.
You can go back to that, any issues.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah. So for the if you know the once the IP it changed. So what you need to do just like edit the original file. This one is the under Nginx the server. Here in the class, I just asked you like first assignment. I asked you just install the Nginx. You just like prepare for yourself. I'm not yet telling you how to like. So I use that and then edit the server block. Okay. So if you want to look at it, I will post right here. This one is your the file, like the file name. Okay. So your server block, and then you can, if I edit this one, you will see the page is like this. So you can change that, but you need to remove the break. Okay, it's just, and okay, so you need to check your on the downtime. I think it's just.
So I guess everything is still installed.
Okay, so because maybe you did that. There's some of them.
Yeah.
The way like fast that they were thinking. But for the C, the cyber security, I'm not yet got this fast, so that's why I need to let you all check that.
Yeah.
And I just like I will give the template. I will upload the as well, so it's just like it's all the same. Because I need to have you all set up. And your home for the like able to like this. So don't worry for the next that I will have to do that. Okay. Okay. So okay, you can try. Yeah. A file, which file? Okay. Okay, I will.
Yeah.
Okay. No. When you
They were at least, it is now made.
So, here's the salt, and the area that is the create, it's the idea is the strong.
At least after we got.
It's that ice. Okay. So when now you.
Let's go and screw it. Oh, the rest of the day is.
So you know.
Okay, that makes, yeah.
I'm sorry.
When you start, they also make you easier to sleep. Sorry.
So you get to lay there for it. That's, yeah.
Improve it.
Oh. Okay. So they're not psychotic.
Oh.
Those are for, you have to get.
Oh, yeah.
I finally found this. And I don't know how it keeps happening. It's literally just getting to it.
Yeah. You got a couple scripts out of it. Well, how did it work?
Yeah.
The waking up and then.
All the bills.
I was like, I'm not a morning person anyway. I want to be. I mean, older, but I've got nights for a few years. I indirectly prefer. I like not having to wake up at 2:30 or.
I don't know where it went. There's lots of other stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See how, but I did do live.
He actually went.
Why, sorry, we don't.
We change ownership today. It's.
I haven't messed with my single since.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's great.
In fact, it goes to access.
Why did I do?
I could access.
You can't see it. You can't see it. It doesn't show us. You can see it.
I pulled that thing.
I can watch now. I just.
It goes on.
My problem was
When you know, there's no way they've actually. I don't know if he's been selling it.
Yeah, I think it's.
And when he actually.
When I made my reaction, he created my reaction inside my reaction. So it
Guessing
doubled
the reality is they're just
basically
not
hey, you don't have any more storage space because it double installed like. They can't go and delete. It's been like an hour. It's not. They can't find the SRV. PDF everything there. It just exists.
That's
Yeah.
it.
But it doesn't.
Yeah, exactly. Oh, that's right.
Still have sugar.
Yeah, like, I don't know what's sure, but SRB, like,
They don't have CIS show.
Yeah, I know. Yeah.
So,
Don't forget it.
Yeah.
other terminal, which one? Okay, it's good, okay. Okay, so should do MySQL, from this one. Okay. And then usually I finish like able to create all the password. If you are trying to input the password for the like page, sometimes I know your policy, I don't think we quite like application lower. Like, so we need to do that. And that's it for the class today, so we can try to finish.